Now the fun stuff. We have Tracy. So you guys are familiar with Siri and all those things that are on your phone. This is that version when it comes to TrackMan. It will compare your shot or your swing with over 500,000 others in the world. And based on all of that, it will then go, we suggest you work on this to then have the biggest impact to your actual shots. So I'm going to hit some shots. So Tracy needs to record some shots. Again, Tracy's clever enough not to give you a suggestion after one shot. It's going to want about half a dozen shots. So you just keep hitting until Tracy says, yep, I've got a result. There you go. All right, so here it is. So it's going to give us a score out of 100, how consistent we are in relation to the trajectory or the flight of the golf shot. And then it'll give us a precision, so how accurate are we at, hitting these golf shots here. And then you can see here, if we hover around here, that's going to be about an 18 handicap, that's going to be about a pro, and then same thing on the precision element. Insights, it's a good way to kind of look at, what's the shot shape I should be working towards. So for me, this last one, this is my actual flight here, the white line. I hit the ball a little bit low. So it's suggesting I should learn how to hit this thing a little bit higher, and that'll give me more opportunities, which makes sense. If I get my 7-iron flying at 115 meters and it's running another 11 meters, I'm not going to hit a lot of greens doing that. So if I can increase that height there and I still land at 115, it's going to now stop at 120 or a little bit closer to 120, which then means I'm going to hit more greens. Yeah. More than 10 meters a roll, you're going to be struggling to stop the ball on the green, and that's even on tour level as well. This one here, it's going to recommend the shot shape, so mine matched in with that one there, so I've curved the ball a little bit to the right there, and it's suggesting I should have a slight curve to the right hand side, which is very interesting because we believe everything should be gun barrel straight. And this is what's great about this, it's just giving you recommendations on how you are. Like if you went, I'm a fader of the golf ball, and then you had to try and hit a draw, like you're working on the hardest possible golf shot. It's literally the most extreme opposite thing to what you're used to doing. You're a pro, Rick. How many golfers make millions of dollars hitting fades? Yeah. Draws, same thing. There's no right or wrong. High, low, medium. Like even with here, it's giving you 3 different shot trajectories. So we just need to find what it is that we do and what's going to be the easiest way for us to play the game of golf. Yeah. So, how can I improve this? I'll just click what to improve. These are the 3 things. So it's suggesting my number 1 thing I should be focusing on is face angle. Secondary focus is swing direction and spin loft. You don't need to know what these terminologies are. So you simply just go start focus practice, and see this little eye icon here? If I click that, because we're connected to the interweb, here it is. Face angle is the direction of the club face is pointing right or left at impact and is measured in relative to the target line. If that still doesn't make sense to you, let me know and I can share more videos, or you can jump on YouTube and just Google what face angle is. How many different drills are there to fix my face angle? What's the technique behind it? Like you could literally coach yourself when it comes to this. And all you needed to know is what face angle meant. Because like I said, there's so much free stuff out there. You just keep reading through and understanding it. So kind of what a couple of you mentioned, like, oh, I need to know what all these different parameters are. It's like, yeah, you do if you need to coach it. But based on your own game, it's like you might only need to know 1 or 2. Like based on this 3, that's all you need to know. I need to know face angle, swing direction, and I can't remember what the other one is. Doesn't even matter. Based on this, it's going to give you the optimal. So based on how I just swung those clubs, it's saying my optimal number is -1 degrees at the point of impact. That's right, 100%. Off the back of that, it's saying I'm allowed a tolerance of 1.2 degrees either way. So if my 0 is -1, I'm allowed to be 1 degree either way of that way. So I can be as closed as 2 degrees and as open as 0. So all of a sudden, the number 0 becomes my worst outcome, not my best outcome. Imagine if we built our golf game off 0 when it's supposed to be -5, for example. So as I now practice, I'm now trying to figure out what does -1 actually feel like. I might be starting to go, I'm going to start pointing the club face maybe 1 degree left, and I'm going to try and keep it there. You know, there's so many different ways we can try and tackle this. There is no right or wrong. Like at the end of the day, if we can get -1 or the target number that we're looking for, that's all we're doing. So in here, as we practice, can you see on the bottom here, this is counting how many times we did a good one out of the attempts. So again, if I'm coming down here, I'll just load Tracy up. We should find it's pretty consistent on what it keeps spitting out for you to work on. We can then go, well, first practice session, I got none out of 10. Come back down next time. Sweat, I got 1 out of 10. Sweat, I'm getting better. This is the great thing about having something tangible, is that we know we are actually improving. And even that, it's like we look at over a 3-month period, going over 3 months, am I actually starting to get better? Am I starting to see the right number, the good number pop up more and more and more and more and more? That's the first part. So see if we can get one. So when we get it right, lights up blue, got 1 out of 4.
But it was noticeable the different angle you put on the putt.